reflect on a little bit of reflection on God's love. What does God's love do to us? God's love helps us to sit with Him. God's love helps us to stand in front of all our challenges, all our anxieties, all our worries. God's love helps us to run towards Him anytime we feel low, we feel sad, or we feel unhappy, or disappointed, or discouraged. God's love helps us to soar like an eagle above the clouds. We see this in the life of St. John as he was standing at the foot of the cross, looking at Jesus, going through all that pain and agony. How strongly he stood at the foot of the cross. It was hours which went by. There's only one secret behind that strength, and that is his experience of God's love. The previous day, he sat during the Passover meal so next to Jesus with his head on his chest and listening to his heartbeat of our Lord Jesus Christ. So with God's love, as we sit daily, especially during this Advent, and continue it later on too, we will get the strength to stand in front of all the challenges, all that comes in front of us in the course of the year and in the course of our Christian life. And as we stand, we will also get the love of God will give us the courage to keep on running towards God whenever we feel unloved, whenever we feel disappointed or discouraged. And as we run towards God for everything in our life, it's only God's love which will give us the courage to soar like an eagle above the clouds for His glory. It is this love of God, an experience of this love of God, which will help us to see God as our loving Father, a God who loves us unconditionally, a God who constantly tells us, "You are the apple of my eyes, I love you. My love for you remains the same, whatever you do." It is this love which keeps helping us to keep looking back at God, keep returning to God. And that is what Jesus tells us, especially during this time of Advent, that it is God alone, it is only His love which can help us to stand against all that comes in our way, which will help us to run towards Him, and which will help us to soar like an eagle for His greater glory.